Welcome, 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 ladies and gentlemen, to another NewTuber advice video, where today I'm going to be talking about face cams. Should you use a face cam? Let's find out together, shall we? Can you afford a face cam? Now, I'm not saying you have to be ridiculously find the most expensive thing in the world, but equally, if you don't have one, and maybe money's tight or you're not quite certain about the best way to do things, don't pressure yourself because you feel you have to do a thing. With all this kind of advice and stuff, it's what's practical and works for you in the real world as well. So don't feel like you've only got one way of doing things and you have to do it this way or you're in trouble. So the very first thing I beg before you get anywhere on it is, can you? Are these plans practical? Are these plans achievable? And only you can answer that. Only you know you. You've got a face cam, and now the question really is what are you going to use it for? Are you going to put it in the corner of your screen for games? Are you going to do vlogs? Are you going to talk to us? Are you going to share? Or is it just for special occasions? Or is it for reviews? Or now, don't, again, just because you've got a face cam, feel pressured into always using your face cam. It doesn't mean that I now must do it all. It's about what fits for you. What's the balance right for you? With my channel, for example, I will happily face cam and chat to you because I know that's the thing I'm quite confident with. Equally, I'm not yet ready to face cam on screen when I'm playing a game, because the main thing I'm focusing on when I'm playing the game is the game, and at the moment I'm not confident enough to change that. That's fine, that's it working for me. You've got to figure out how it works for you. If you are going to have a face cam in your game though, make sure the camera is your face. I mean, I know that sounds like a silly bit of advice, but the amount of videos I've seen where the face is a tiny pinprick in the middle of the face cam and you can see 90% of the room and the person's whole body and shoulders. Make sure it's your face we see. Make sure your face is well lit. Make sure whatever angle you're looking at with your face cam, you are so if you've got your face cam in the top right corner of your screen, make sure that your face is looking into the game. Not looking away, not in the opposite direction, but if the camera's in the top right, your face should be peering off to the right and preferably down, because that way it looks like you're looking at the same gameplay as us. It's another way of tying what you've made into the game, okay? Now, alongside the fairly sensible and some would argue damned obvious advice about kind of where to put your camera on the screen and what way to look and should you light your face and all of those things, there is the other question of how are you with a camera? Do you talk well? Are you shy? Are you nervous? Do you pull back? Are you quiet? Do you not look at it? Are you over here? Are you very twitchy and facey? What do you do when there's a camera pointed at you? Do you look at it as you're talking to someone face to face? Do you imagine that they're there? Do you really want to make that connection? Do you have in your brain the ideas of where you want to go with these things, how you want to flow with these things? Or are you just kind of winging it? Now, don't think I'll buy a face cam and people will see me and recognize me as the charming, sexy snowflake they all know and love and recognize I will be. It's a skill you learn, it's a skill you grow with, it's a skill you develop, and you can only do those things by trying. I know a lot of my videos are they end up with, do it if it's right for you, and learn and try and grow, but it genuinely is the best advice I can give you, and it comes around again and again and again. So don't think I've got a face cam and now I'll make these magical, his face is facing, look at it's a face. Don't think like that. Even if your first few are a bit awkward and a bit odd or a bit strange, just the more you try, the more you do, the more you grow, the better you get at them. And the final piece of advice I will say about face cams is there's a very, very, very strong psychological link when you see someone's face. If you're trying to do a video that connects and brings people together and makes them hear you, makes them see you, makes them listen to you, being able to see all of this is a lot easier and a lot better and a lot of a stronger connection than just kind of doing gameplay and having your voice talking over the top. Think back to the first half of this video. Even though the advice was pretty sound, how much of it is still in there? and the second half with me talking to you. How much is in there? What kind of went in? What kind of got across well? What kind of got across poorly? It's kind of been intentional, but I kind of wanted to show you the power of a face cam. It is very, 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 very powerful if you use it right. So thank you very much, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.